What's up, guys? We're back again. We're in the top half of the table now. We are in the final four of my void attack nukers. We're getting into bigger damage numbers here, and we are talking about Madame Supreme Elhain today. So we have her damage done up already. As you should or maybe do or do not know, we have our rules in place. So the speed in the optimiser is put at 200, the crit rate is put at 100, and they are just calculated for their max damage. There's no glyphs included, there's no maxing out of ascensions, there's nothing done after the fact apart from rolling up bits of equipment if they haven't been fully rolled up. That's the only thing that changes. So this is the build that it has spat out at me for Supreme Elhain. 200 speed, 7,380 attack. Not the biggest attack we've seen so far. 349 crit damage, which I think actually might be the biggest crit damage that we've seen so far. So let's hit equip on that. Let's roll these up if I still have any money left. We're, like I say, we don't glyph anything after the fact. It is only what is there already. Oh, nice into speed. That's a nice wee merciless banner. Would have been nice maybe if that had gone into attack instead. But a little bit of survivability is nice. And we also don't boost up the ascensions or anything like that, guys. So them's the rules. That's where we are now. This is the build. This is the total stats for Supreme Elhain as we've already gone through. 7598 on the attack, 349 on the crit damage. Masteries all the way down into Helm Breaker, Helm Smasher. Why can't I? Helm Smasher, yeah. Helm Breaker is on in a different thing. It's a move in a different game. So where do we start? Same place as we always do. We're into Dragon and we're into stage 20. Kicking Oboro out. Out with the old, in with the new. Supreme Elhain, there you are. I really like Supreme Elhain, and her big hit is her crack shot, which is the A3. I'm looking at the screen over here beside me to keep me honest, and that was coming in on the thing at 114,200 as the max damage output. So let's boost up as always. Let's apply our debuffs. I am really regretting at this stage that I included Odin in the initial phases of this, but let's we actually want to check all three of Elhain's moves because they do have some special perks. So let's see the A3 first. Kaboom. 413658. Wow. Let's put that in there live. Okay, so it's not the biggest so far, but we do more than one test. 417 I seen there, and there was possibly bigger as well. So we'll end that battle and we'll come back to it. We'll replay and we'll boost up again. She is a cracking nuker, guys. I have to say, she's awesome. I really like Supreme Elhain. Let's put this on 1x and we're going to see if we can get bigger numbers there than we did the last time. 417 I think was the biggest I seen on the AoE. Do we have better? 454 we seen over in the left corner. 454 is the biggest we have so far. Now I will keep myself honest in these. As I've said, they call me honest Dahi. I promise that's what they call me. But yeah, we have some good numbers popping up here. I want to try her A1. I doubt it's going to beat that. oh well, it's going to kill them in one go, but even with a second hit, it wouldn't have done more the second time round. And we'll try the A3 again once more and see how that goes. The A3, not the A2. 374. 486. We're getting better and better every time. So 486 that time. That may be the big one. Like I say, I'll go back and keep myself honest on those. But now we are on to Dragon Hard 10. See what the more absorbent champions, enemies, ads, whatever you want to call them, whatever your flavor is. Let's see how these persist against Supreme Elhain and her absolute nukes. So let's see, we always tackle the burger. 374,000. Let's see if we can get round to her what happened there? Should I not have gotten a secondary nuke there, guys? Was the enemy not killed by the nuke? Was it killed by something else? Let's see. Okay, let's go for the AoE. Put it back to 1x speed. 320 was the biggest I seen there. And Odin coming in, putting everybody to shame with 1.2 million. But it's not his showcase. He's not a void attack nuker. He is a, what is he? He's a support. Let's try this again. Don't worry, guys. Dragon is always the longest part of the testing, but it's good to see those nukes. They are pretty damn good. I do love a bit of Elhain. Okay, we have that. Yeah, 275. Okay, what's going on? That's not super great. That is not super great at all. And she'll get another nuke off here. 460 we seen over here, but they had Berserk on them as well. Okay, so I'll look back over the footage and get the score from that. Not incredibly impressed, I don't think. We maybe had some 400 plus. And I'll check that out when we go back over the videos. So we are on to, we'll go to Arena and then Shogun. So we'll go to our classic Arena, and we will, this guy, whoever they are, this person, whoever they are, is getting absolutely tons of Arena progress off us because we're picking this team because we're not killing them. And we'll go for the AoE. That's probably the biggest one we've had so far. What did it do to the boils? Nothing much. To the stone skin. 97.6. That's easily the biggest we've had in Arena. Bar. It is. 97,600. It's bigger than what Yakarl done when the stone skin was still in place. So that's very nice. I struggle to not hit the refresh button there, guys. I keep going to do it. So now we're into our second last test, which is always Shogun. Supreme Elhain. Let's see what you can do. By the way, guys, this is not on the test server. This is all of my own resources. So if you're feeling frisky, if you're feeling a bit thankful or anything like that, go ahead, hit that like and subscribe buttons. You know, give it a bit of that. And like, subscribe. If you want to hit the bell notification, do that. feel free. And now we're going to nuke this dude. So the Shogun, we're going to try the A3 first. All the debuffs are on. 435,000 on stage 25 of Shogun. Nothing to be sniffed at all. That's 435,000. We will replay. So my gems and energy are depleting here. But I'm actually really enjoying this. So it's pretty cool seeing what some of these champions can do. I'm just sorry that Leo isn't ascended enough to take part in this. I'd like to try out Leorius as well. So we can try out the A2 here. Let's see how that looks. She's going to get extra juice on her A2 off. Damage increases by 10% for each debuff on the target. So it's a level playing field. Everybody gets their passives included. If they kick in, we don't change anything from the first one. Let's see how this goes. 481. Okay, that's very good. It's not much better than the A2. I'd say we'll do those 2 tests again real quick. I'm not doing super raids, am I, guys? Please tell me I'm not. Because that would be a little bit embarrassing. Okay, so we'll speed boost again here. And we'll do the A3. 417. Okay, so that isn't doing it for us here. I could actually go ahead and kill the Shogun probably. No, I think Supreme Elhain gets enfeebled there, doesn't she? We do the same again, and we're going to test that A2 once more with all of those boosts, and hopefully we'll see a lot more damage going on her. All the debuffs on, very good. Another wee boost, and A2. Yeah, there's no point in testing the A1. It's the A3 or the A2 are going to be the thing. A2 is giving us 508, so that's our biggest number so far. 508 it is. Why have I 572? Ah, that's what happened earlier on as well. So Phantom Touch is the blessing that she has on. Okay, so 508 from Shogun as her max damage. And then we are finally into Clan Boss. Did I miss anything else? No, I did not. Let's get down to business. I don't have no time to wait around. What is this? No, not by faction. Recently used. There we go. So, Oboro out, Elhain in. Do we want to put any special flavor on her? I don't think so. I think just 1 and 2 really is it. There's nothing else special going on there. Not quick battle. And we just go start. So if this is your first time tuning in to these play tests here, guys, the top 10 void attack nukers on my account, what we do is we let the boss turn count run to 10. We let this go on full auto. We don't interject or do anything at all. So we let the boss turn count run to 10. And we let Elhain take her next turn when the turn count turns to 10, and that's the point at which we take the damage. And that's her score for Clan Boss. So we have some good numbers up there already against Clan Boss. And of course, different people and different nukers bring different things. There was 300,000 from her A1 there. That was pretty sweet, if I don't say so myself. Crack shot, nearly 500,000, 471,000. 380,000 there. And it's looking good. We're halfway there at 4 million. I didn't catch that, but that was another 330,000 there. We have some big numbers. The highest so far is 9.7. I don't think we'll beat that, but I think we'll still make a good showing of ourselves. And to be fair, that 9.7 is a little bit cheeky because that's a champion that has multiple turns at their disposal. And as well, just to keep things consistent, it's always spirit, it's always at this point of energy. So there are, or there could be, obviously, other setups that favour other champions, and if we had different debuffs or whatever, but it's just we do the same across the board. We're on to turn 10. We're waiting for Elhain to take her next turn, and that will be it. We are actually surpassing our last champion. There we go. So 8.524 million. And I will break there and I'll come back with all of the stats done up, guys. Okay, so the stats, the numbers have been updated. This has been Supreme Elhain. Isn't she bloody cool, actually? It's not often we take the time to look at the character models, but she's pretty cool, especially with them glowing blue eyes, man. So that has been pretty cool. These are the numbers. So Dragon 20, 486, 831. She's top of the pops. She's top of the pile. Dragon Hard 10, 374, 653. She's beaten out by multiple people. She's beaten out by quite a few. Whisper and Ithwe, multi-hitters mostly. Aboro. Yeah, anybody with a multi-hit is doing much better. Arena, she's getting a big number there. Yakarl has a bit of an asterisk beside him, but he was at 93,000 or so without the stone skin being stripped. I did in the video initially think he had bust through the stone skin. I was blown away. And then in Shogun, now, here's the thing, right? So this is not the damage that she done on the hit in Shogun, but I did say earlier that each of them have their own passives, their own blessings, and they're doing their damage based on whatever they have and whatever blessings and etc. are equipped. So that's her damage with Phantom Touch. So that's the final damage number on the final damage screen. So that's with Phantom Touch. I'm including it because some of the guys have Crushing Rain, some of them have Heaven Cast, some of them have whatever. It's whatever they're packing, okay? So I'm including this, which makes her the second highest after this champion here, and I'm sure you can guess who that is. Boss Killer Extraordinaire, Void Champion, Epic, you know who it is. And then in Clan Boss, we have it at 8.5 million damage output for her 10 turns. And we are going to look at our total. And she's only the second to break the 10 million total score out of all of our first 6 contestants in my my top 10 Void Nuker series so far. So that puts her at number 2 on the board out of everybody we've surveyed so far, everybody we've tested. That's number Elhain. That's number 4 in the ranking from the optimiser, who is Supreme Elhain. We'll be going into number 3 in the next video, but this has been Elhain. I've been daithiraids. You've been awesome. And this next one will be, and I'm looking forward to this, Georgia the Breaker. So Georgia is going to be joining us in our next video. Looking forward to seeing what he does, considering the damage difference and outputs between Georgia and Elhain was only 400 points in the difference. It'll be very, very interesting to see what that translates to in real world damage numbers. So guys, like I say, I've been daithiraids, you've been awesome. Like and subscribe. Tune in for the next one. Should be live when you're watching this tomorrow. If not, it's already out. And I will see you then. Thanks guys. Like and subscribe. Bye bye.